Oh, I guess I forgot to hit the record button. Uh-oh. You doofus! You didn't hit the record button! What's wrong with you? Yeah, I forget sometimes.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Boggy Ford Road.
Just like I forgot to reset the trip. Whoops. Oh, it flash blew at me. FSD got
now
mad.
Turn right onto Boggy Ford Road.
Alright, so what I was saying before I realized I didn't hit the record button. I'm sure I hit the record button, I just probably didn't press it the right way. Seems sometimes the camera gets a little sensitive. Anyway, so I did go out to Warbler Vista yesterday, and the purpose was to record a Vista Knoll trail hike. So there's a section I didn't do the other day, and I wanted to go back and see what that one was like. So there you go. I mean, I just missed it, that's all. Anyway, I accidentally deleted the video. I deleted the folder with the video in it, so I can't post that video. But that's okay. I'm sure I could make another one at some other point. Right, the point of making a video is to just show what it looks like. Although, like I said, I was trying to minimize the amount of talking I was doing while I was recording. Okay, whatever. There you go. So if you feel like, wait, I didn't see a video. Yeah, it's because I deleted it. All right, so moving on. I don't know how to approach this one. So I'm not the expert on this. Won't claim to be. I'll let other people tear apart this guy. Anyway, so my grandson follows this guy who, by all accounts that I've heard that described him, he makes an interesting and, let's call it, scientifically based videos, at least to some extent. So he took on comparing a vehicle that was modified to have luminar LiDAR in it, along with a LiDAR luminar driver, comparing that to a Tesla Model 3. Was it Model 3, Model Y? I forgot which one. But anyway, you're doing a comparison, and one of the comparisons was, what would happen if you tried to run through a disguised wall, so to speak. Okay, it's basically, you have a wall, you painted it to match the background, so unless you look close, you can't tell the difference as a person. What? Yes, that means you visually cannot see the difference. So what does that mean to Tesla? Tesla is a vision-based system. Okay. So some people, Tesla, what do you call it? The people who rigorously support, anyway, the guys who rigorously support Tesla go, oh, we need to, okay. So first of all, I'll say this in Mr. Rober's defense. In some ways, in a lot of ways, he's just making a YouTube video. That's all this is. Okay? Oh, they cut down some big trees. So, for those of you who watched this said, oh, Tesla FSD is not any good. Well, first of all, let me ask you a question. Was he actually testing FSD? From Mark Rober's own words, it sounds like he may not have even had FSD installed. Okay. Whoops. Can't test FSD if you don't have it, can you? Come on, dude. Okay. The second part is, so he tried using autopilot, but the thing with autopilot is, and I'm not saying he did this, so whatever, we'll get there.
In 1,000 feet,
It appeared he
turn left
jerked
onto
the steering wheel at some point. So yes, you can move the steering wheel some, but when you're in autopilot and you're moving the steering wheel too much, it disengages. We could argue about that, but here's what it showed was he fumbled somewhat to get the click to turn on autopilot, right? And you can set it to do one click instead of two. At least I thought you could. I don't know. I've been running FSD for a long time,
Now
and I
turn left
personally
onto
don't
Boggy
care
Toll
much
Drive.
for autopilot because it's lane keeping. It's better than just pure lane keeping, but that's the way I think of it when I compare it to FSD. So anyway, he apparently doesn't use autopilot. Didn't think that important to use FSD supervised, because FSD supervised is hands-off driving, right? Anyway, so I'm sure if you watch YouTube, it probably showed up in your list at some point. Mark Rober, I think it is. He's basically saying, "Oh, can you fool a self-driving car?" Now, when he was challenged on these things, he said, "Well, I was really just interested in experimenting with LiDAR." Okay, and if you watch the video, you know that he started out with this long thing about taking LiDAR into Disney Space Mountain. Okay, because he wanted to map what Space Mountain inside looks like because it's in the dark. Yeah, I know. Actually, there's somebody else, Future Ozza, if you follow him. He basically said, "Yeah, I literally just did a Google and all these images came up showing what Space Mountain looks like on the inside." So, I mean, I think it was more about experimenting. That's what Mark said was, well, I just find LiDAR interesting, so I wanted to experiment with it. And I think that's probably closest to a fair statement you're going to get. Okay? I'm trying to say, I don't think he's necessarily lying. I think he just thought it'd be a cool video to make. And, you know, he happens to have a friend who knows something somewhere about LiDAR. It has something to do with the company that provided him the LiDAR-equipped vehicle. Let's put it that way. Of course, it came with a driver. He's found so many ways to make people hate on him. Whatever. I mean, it's interesting. I'm curious too. Okay, so going back, there's a YouTuber called AI Driver. If you watch AI Driver's videos, his videos are about testing and using FSD. I personally like him. He tends to be very, let's call it scientific, but very fact-based in the way he presents his videos. Trying to make videos that I think you could reproduce if you were to go try them yourself. Okay? So there's that part. Now, you'll watch my videos and you say, but you're right, I'm not sure I'm using the same version FSD because he's an early user and I'm just a regular user. So I don't know if he's at 13.2.8. I don't know. But he tries to set up situations, document what situations are, and document the results. Right? I mean, you can never exactly reproduce, but you at least have an understanding what he did and have a starting point to compare results. All right, and that's the part I like about having the camera going is, hey, you don't like what I say? Here's what happened. You can look at it yourself. I don't know. Let's leave it at that. So anyway, AI driver kind of. He said, "Oh, I'm not trying to attack him." In fact, he said, "He's actually a YouTuber I like watching."
1,000 feet, turn right onto Farm to Market 1431.
And I think AI drivers are saying the same thing that I've said. Like, I'm not sure he had any kind of hidden agenda. It's just he thought it'd be a cool video to make, and he thought it'd get clicks. I think that's all it is.
Now turn right onto Farm to Market
And
1431.
I would agree with that discussion all the way up to the point where they showed the end, where it says, "Oh yeah, you can FSD or self-driving is not good," something like that. That's the point where they got you. Up until that moment, you could say, "Look, I'm showing you everything I'm doing. I'm not faking anything." And to be fair to him, although he says, "Oh, I have a Tesla. I'm waiting for the latest version to come out." I'm not sure what latest version. Oh, he's talking about the Cybercab, maybe. He's planning to buy a Cybercab? Why would you buy a Cybercab? I don't know. Maybe that's what he's saying. He wants to buy a Cybercab. I don't know. But so he has a Tesla and he plans to buy a new one. So he's a supporter of Tesla. But then again, there's another guy who also says, "Well, I love Teslas," except in the part where Tesla software competes with his software. And at that point, he's attacking Tesla. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. No, I don't think Mark deserves you to go look at his video. I don't. So I think it's flawed. And they claim he's a NASA scientist, and I'm going like, really? What happened to your engineering background? Oh, maybe you forgot it? Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, I don't know why you had to cut off this Nissan, but let me move the car back out of the way so the Nissan can go by. Yeah, I don't know. Why? I had to cut off that Nissan Rogue, yeah! Why? As we're going into a 45 zone. Actually, we're in a 45 zone. I don't know why you had to be aggressive and cut them off. So, again, you know, it's one of those things like, yeah, okay. I'm talking about FSD right here, so sorry. This is going to be a long video, isn't it? Anyway, it's something that happened in 13.2, maybe around 13.2.6, where all of a sudden FSD felt like he had to move to the inside lane. And if it meant he had to cut off somebody, he was going to cut somebody off. Kind of, you know, for those people who hate Tesla because of some CEO guy, it feels like that CEO guy is holding up his middle finger as he's blocking you. Now, is that what's really going on? No, that's probably just their latest mix of videos had they made some adjustments and that brought this in. Speed limit 55. Oh, they put up 55 sign. Well, why don't they take down to 45? Anyway, peace and harmony. Anyway, going back to Mark, you know, but what I'm basically saying is, I think his approach was flawed. It appears from the entirety of his video, he had another purpose in mind, and the focus was on that purpose, not on a real scientific comparison of two different technologies. And his real purpose was he wanted to play with LiDAR. Okay, if you're playing with LiDAR, play with LiDAR. You know, don't do stupid stuff. But whatever. I mean, as many people point out, wait, this is not right. Now, they're tending to get a little emotional, so to speak. Okay, if you want to say that they're attacking him for no reason, well, no, it wasn't really a factual based comparison. It wasn't. And you would think somebody who's doing a factual based comparison would be comparing products fairly. And you know, if for one vehicle you had to bring in a professional test driver, it seems like for the other vehicle you ought to bring in a professional test driver familiar with how that product worked. I would say Mark is not a professional test driver who knew how the product worked. Anyway, peace and harmony. On the other hand, if you really like the guy and you want to go see the video, go ahead. You know, I won't go as far as calling him a liar. I'll just say he's somewhat misinformed and maybe forgot some of the scientific method he might have learned in college. Possibly. On the other, maybe he didn't. Who knows? I don't know. It's just when you say somebody's a NASA scientist, you tend to imply they have some engineering training, some scientific training, something like that. Right? No, I have a business major. Did I learn some of the scientific method? Oh, yes. You had to. You can't just forget those things. But whatever. Peace and harmony. That's a long intro, isn't it? Sorry. Just talking. All right. Yeah, it looks like we've successfully passed this truck. Let's push the car over. So human driver right turn signal, move to the outside lane. Okay, with all that said, let's interrupt. All right, welcome back. We're about to get off on breaker. We're on research, but at the breaker exit. Okay, traffic so. Things don't want to cross the solid white. Go ahead and, oh! Mr. Porsche suddenly stopped short. Why? Oh, you had to let your friend in. Okay. Not sure that was necessarily a wise decision. But okay. I'm sure you claimed that you were being safe or something. Sorry, just trying to play with the temperature to see if I get the fan speed to go down. Oh. Oh, man. But it's a Ford, right? Can't help it. Have to run the red light. And no, Jim, you can't do anything about that. Can't fix stupid. It's just stupid. That's all it is. All right. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to bring a snack. Whatever. Peace and harmony. I'll be stopping at Walmart on the way home. Okay. Really? You have to go here? And then what's going to happen when you get here?
In
Oops.
500
What?
feet, turn right.
You mean when it said road closed, it meant road closed? Dummy.
Now turn right.
But as usual in that case, nobody's challenging you for
In
the
500
position,
feet,
so
your destination will be on the right.
we'll allow FSD be completely stupid. Another completely stupid move here. Nope, nope, nope. I can't help it. I like that steakhouse. Why? Why do you love it so much?
Now your destination is on the right.
Okay. Come on. Try rolling up a little bit more. Try rolling up a little bit more. Okay. So yes, we're not fully solved there, but that's expected. All right. Trips. 28 miles, 44 minutes, 186 watt hours per mile, really? And look at this over here, trip, 28 miles. So these two match. Okay, good. 5 kilowatt hours used, 182 watt hours per mile. Seriously? Okay, that means I'm about around 5.3? 5.2 miles per kilowatt hour. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? All right, anyway, peace and harmony. There was the stupid thing where FSD wants to cut in front of a car for no reason other than cutting in front of the car. Human driver, right turn signal, push the car back to the right in the outside lane, leave room for that car to go by. This is stupid. Okay, whatever, peace and harmony. How'd you really feel about it, Ray? Yeah, I feel it's stupid. I guess coming down Lakeline Boulevard, coming up to 183, for some reason today, because 2 lanes turn right, he's in the inside of those 2 lanes for a little bit. Like, cool, awesome, this is where you should be. But then he looks up at the sign and says, oh, this only goes to Texas State 45. No, it doesn't just go to 45. It's actually the middle of 3 lanes. So it's actually the right lane to be in to go up to US 183, which is where we're going. Okay, whatever, peace and harmony. And you would think at some point he'd realize that road closed ahead sign means road closed ahead. But for some reason, FSD insists after crossing the traffic light on breaker, he wants to go to the outside lane if it's open, which is closed. What is it? Is it really 100 feet? About 100 feet ahead. And if you just look ahead, you see the barricades. So it's not just a sign, there are physical concrete barriers. FSD will still go in that lane. Oh, this is a cool place. I like this place. No, it's stupid. Okay, and then the last thing, of course, is it happens all the time now. We always have to turn to go behind Saltgrass Restaurant. I don't know why. There's no reason for it. It's just being stupid. Okay? Still, that would get you a B, basically a B, I think. Maybe a B minus, depends how I feel about it. On the other hand, looking at the 182 watt hours per mile, I mean, that's what I'm trying to say to you guys out there who are, oh, there's no way Cybercab will get 6 miles per kilowatt hour. I'm driving a Model 3 dual motor, and I'm getting better, much better in 5. Yes, Tesla can do this. Okay, anyway, peace and harmony. There we go. Onward, upward charge. All right, welcome aboard, guys. March 19th, let's get rid of this. Alignment on East Whitestone. Course has been laid in. We're going to go up Avery Ranch. Okay. Ding ding. Okay. So I experimented a little bit, found a different position for the camera. Hopefully it gets a better view of the screen.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Research Boulevard.
I'm not sure we're going to be all that lucky, but try. Oh no, we have to go really slow here because I'm a Tesla. Come on. Nobody else goes this slow here. Kind of like you saw that YouTube video and decided that I can't top that. Nope. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony.
Now turn right onto Research Boulevard.
Yeah, so normally I would make the U-turn and then switch over to long format. How about after this pickup? Oh, you may be waiting too long. Oh, this Cadillac's gonna slow everybody up. Along with this Lexus. Yes, that car looks familiar. All right, go, go, go. We're going across, okay.
In 1,000 feet, make a U-turn to stay on Research Boulevard.
Wow, they have 3 power cabinets. Ah! You make the U-turn date? Oh, good. That's the way you should do it. Excelente. Let's see. It looks like you can see the road fairly well. Look out for this Camry. Ah, look out, look out. Yeah, I always wonder when these people sit here in this line, do they turn their cars off to save gas or do they leave it running, just chewing up even more gas? Wasting what little savings they're making by going there. I don't know. What? You think I have the wrong attitude on that? How much money are you saving? Like 10 cents a gallon? Whatever. Peace and harmony. Yep. No, it's not like it's really hot. It just feels just a touch warm. Yeah, I'll take a chance to get away from this Tacoma.
In 500 feet, take the US 183.
I'm kind of confused why he's not getting over. Yeah, I thought you were sleep
now
driving.
Take the US 183 north ramp on the left.
At least when I'm sort of sleep driving, somebody is driving. Oh, yes, you're right. Okay, welcome back. We're almost to Walmart. Yes, the top of my camera is a bit warm, but not as bad as it has been. And it's because of the way I folded it back, it's more in the shade. I guess I could turn that around, push it even further back. Okay, whatever. Green light, 1, 2, 3, go. Drive like it's a BMW. What? Yeah. I heard that Marcus did a comparison of
In 500 feet,
advanced
right.
ADAS systems. We'll need to go back and look. Let's see, gas here is 286.9. Seems a bit high. Wait for this guy to go by. This VW. Oh, you're going to do the janky little thing. Okay, let's see who's behind me. A white Nissan. Are you going to beat that white Nissan up here? No. Well, it depends if they stopped at that light, that stop sign. Oh, they're turning left anyway. So you can't compare. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, take a chance. We might actually be going somewhere today. Okay. See, Mr. Chevy knows there's no room for his vehicle he's going through anyway. Oh, don't worry, lady. It would have hurt my car a lot if I touched you. Or is that your daughter? Your daughter. Your daughter's the one that stepped out and went, yeah, go ahead, hit me. Yeah, that's not great. Not good for me. Yeah, run, lady. Okay. Once she realized I was stopping, then she started hurrying up. Whatever, peace and harmony. All right.
Now your destination is on the right.
Oh, I think I already went by it. But that's okay. I'm going to park over here. I don't want to make it too hard for you. End that trip. All right. Bring up trips. 14 miles, 30 minutes, 219 watt hours per mile. But the total trip. Wait, what? It's actually this, not since last. Yeah, since last. It's trip. Okay, 41 miles, 8 kilowatt hours, 194 watt hours per mile. And it's not a surprise that we've used more energy. Part of it's being up on US 23 for a short time, and part of it's just coming generally uphill. As much as I complained about cutting off that white Ford, you know, there was space. It was just rude. On the other hand, after you cut off a car and then you forget to make your left turn, what were you thinking? I don't know. If I wasn't there, he would have still go. No, he would have decided that there was a third turn lane. That's what FSD would do. That's not good, man. Come on, do better. All right, welcome aboard. We're gonna go home. Press and hold. What is he deciding today? We're going to go the shortcut. Okay, good. I get tired of going the janky long cut way. You gonna wait for this guy to be coming? Yes, I am, and I'm gonna go slow in front of him too. Okay, great. Grand Cherokee.
Now turn right onto East Whitestone Boulevard.
Yes, Mercedes is turning, which means we should be able to go. There we go. We're gonna go across too. Wow. Mr. Aggressive. Oh, it's diesel. Yeah, it's 290 something. Can't see the third digit. Well, I'm pretty sure the fourth digit's a 9. Welcome to the United States of America, where we charge an extra 0.9 cents. And you don't think about it because it's not a full dollar. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, let's turn over. All right, welcome back, guys. And welcome to American Drive. Yeehaw. Just a few more minutes. What? Oh,
In
1
500
minute.
feet, turn left onto Santa Rosa.
4/10 of a mile. Wow.
Now turn left onto Santa Rosa Avenue.
I don't know. What is there anything to say driving wise? From Walmart? Not really. I don't think so. In fact, I think almost all of it was good. And when we came up on that line, turning left onto Loman Ford, FSD did not try to go around the line today. That's good. You know you're supposed to be walking against traffic, right? Well, this is a very quiet street.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the left.
I don't know. You know, if I was driving, I wouldn't have cut in so close, or I would have bent out a little bit more around her. Oh yeah, she's around the edge of the road or off the edge of the road.
Now your destination is on the left.
Yeah. Any chance you can make it there? Oh, and as we go by, a bunch of deer, or 2 deer are crossing the road. Locked? Locked. Okay. Trips. 21 miles, 42 minutes, 187 watt-hours per mile. Wow. Okay, for the trip, 62 miles, 12 kilowatt-hours used, and 192 watt-hours per mile. So around 5.1, is that what it was? I don't remember the exact numbers, but I think that's about what it is, 5.1. Other than the one place where he was going to cut off that Cadillac earlier today, I don't think, oh, oops, I'm sorry. There is something else that he did that was pretty stupid, actually. And that was, so we were rude to a Ford in the inside lane, but we needed to get to the inside lane to make the left turn. And it looked like FSD was so preoccupied with getting over, he forgot to get into the left turn lane. So human driver, brake on, FSD off, move the car over. But I mean, that's just so behavior on the part of FSD, right? Yeah, you're right. Okay. The grade's a C. That was dumb. You know, you shouldn't be being rude and cutting people off if you're not going to be turning. And you shouldn't have your turn signal on if you're not going to be turning. And my guess is if I had let FSD get away with it, he was probably thinking along the lines of, hey, you know what? We'll just make it 3 lanes turning left. No, that's not safe. And actually, the lights are staggered, so when we get the green arrow, the other lane doesn't go. Okay? So that's dumb. So there you go. Grade to C today.